Welcome into Mornings on Main Street, Southern Middle Tennessee. It's the show that highlights Giles, Lawrence, and Maury counties from the pages of your local newspapers. I'm Scott Stewart. I'm the publisher of your local newspapers, the Pulaski Citizen, Lawrence County Advocate, and Main Street Maury. I hope you're over your turkey and dressing coma and back at it this week. Wanted to remind our viewers and readers that a subscription to your community newspaper makes a great Christmas gift, and it just keeps on coming 52 weeks of the year. So consider sharing the gift of community news, sports, and information with friends and family this year by giving them a subscription to your community newspaper. And here's how you can do it. Call 931-363-3544, 615-452-4940, or 931-762-1726, or you can visit PulaskiCitizen.com, MainStreetMurray.com, or LawrenceCountyAdvocate.net. Everything you need to know about getting a subscription online or traditional is at any of those numbers and all of those websites. Now let's get our weekly wraps started this week with the Main Street Maury wrap.
Hello folks, I'm your dedicated Columbia reporter, Andrew Pearson. Here is Main Street Maury's news for the week of December 4th. Two new sculptures by local artists were unveiled in Columbia's Arts District a couple weeks ago. Wonderment, a depiction of two young girls at play, was modeled on the daughters of sculptor Kevin Hale, and Joseph Hazelwood's Carbon Mike pays tribute to the technology design of times past. The Spring Hill Planning Commission looked at two enormous development proposals on November 25th. The Stone Creek Plain community would contain almost 1,000 residential units, most of them townhouses, on less than 160 acres. The June Lake development would consist of about 500 houses. During its annual fundraiser, the Well Outreach brought in $30,000 and 10,000 pounds of food to help people have proper Thanksgiving dinners. They were greatly helped by volunteers and donations from Spring Hill Police and Fire, and by the radio broadcasters of WKRM and WKOM, title-sponsored TriStar Bank, and the Kroger stores where the fundraiser was held. The Pepper family hope that their Christmas decorations will help raise awareness so that people donate money and supplies to the Hero Hound Rescue Shelter in Spring Hill. Hero Hound rescues hunting dogs from euthanasia and abandonment and places them with adoptive families once they're healthy. The lights can be seen at 828 Academy Lane across the street from Columbia Academy. And Columbia resident Catherine Geetsey celebrated her 105th birthday on November 29th. Congratulations, ma'am, and many more from us at Main Street Maury. On the next page, a man was convicted of vehicular homicide that he committed in 2023 when he killed someone while driving almost 3 times the 40-mile-an-hour speed limit under the influence of cannabis. He will be sentenced in January. The Mount Pleasant City Commission discussed adding a development of 16 townhomes on Sugar Creek Lane, among other things, at their monthly meeting. The City of Spring Hill continues to hold a AA+ rating on its bonds and debts. Representative Scott Stewart brings a bill to the State House that would legally restrict students from using their cell phones during class time, except when they're needed for instruction and serious personal use. Your correspondent used to be a substitute teacher in Maury County schools, and if he were a state rep too, he would vote for this bill in the blink of an eye. Just saying. And another state representative, Kip Capley of Summertown, will serve again as secretary for the House Republican Caucus. As usual, we have obituaries, Piggly Wiggly coupons, events, and more in our A section, as well as sports in the B pages, and legal notices, classifieds, puzzles, and cartoons in our new C section. Let's go to Maurice Patton for sports coverage.
Hey, I'm Maurice Patton, sports editor at Main Street Maury. This week's print edition, the December 4th print edition of Main Street Maury, gets you ready for Columbia Academy's trip to Chattanooga for the Blue Cross Bowl Football State Championships. The Bulldogs will be playing in Thursday's 2 o'clock Central Time matchup with Nashville Christian for the D2A title. And playing football still this time of year means that you practice on Thanksgiving. And the Bulldogs did that first time as a Division II program. So we've got coverage of their Thursday morning 90-minute in the cold workout. We've also got some, this is the overlap as we're finishing up football and we're getting winter sports started up. So we've got a little bit of everything, kind of a hodgepodge in the print edition. We've also got coverage of Columbia Central's Jaravius Hall and Summit Mekhi Bell, both being named to the East-West All-Star Classic that'll be played a week from Saturday up at Austin Peay. So that's our football. Oh, by the way, Mostradamus's Blue Cross Bowl predictions are also in the print edition of Main Street Maury, not just for CA and Nashville Christian, but for all 9 games. So you want to be sure and check that out. Covered a little wrestling as Independence and Fairview got on the mat recently. And if you're a kind of a wrestling fan, but not really a wrestling fan, there's some scoring changes that you need to be familiar with as you head to the mats with your favorite program. So we've got that covered here in the Independence win over Fairview. We've also got some coverage of Columbia Central girls basketball as they debuted a new coach, Jonae Stewart. And they're off to a solid start, won their first 3 games and continuing to roll. So again, we got coverage of that as well. We've got updated playoff brackets for local interest, I guess. We've got the 6A, 5A, 2A, and D2A brackets that you can check out as we get ready for the Blue Cross Bowl this weekend. We've got box scores and schedules for high school basketball across the area. What else do we have in this week's print edition? That's about it, but that's plenty. And between now and next Wednesday's print edition, December 11th, we will have coverage of some basketball. We will have results from the Blue Cross Bowl down in Chattanooga, particularly as it relates to Columbia Academy and Nashville Christian. And there's a little news coming out of Columbia State Athletics, in addition to their men's basketball team that moved up to number 21 in the country. So be on the lookout for that on the website, mainstreetmaury.com, and in print in next week's edition of Main Street Maury. Again, I'm Maurice Patton, sports editor. We'll see y'all soon.
Piggly Wiggly, located in Neely's Mill Shopping Center, is Columbia's locally owned and operated Cost Plus 10 grocery store dedicated to serving the community with low prices and smiling faces. Piggly Wiggly offers fresh, hand-cut meats daily, as well as daily hot plate lunches from their deli counter. You're certain to see smiling faces and a helping hand when you're here at Piggly Wiggly. Come by and check out our fresh produce, high-quality meats, and more. Down home, down the street, we'll see you at the Pig.
Well, we went all out for you this year, didn't we, little girl? Yep, we got you what you wanted with all the bells and whistles.
A brand new car?
Let's go check it out. Come on. We're here.
Oh my gosh, we're going to the garage. I got a car.
Yep, let's get in here. Let me show you what's going on.
Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Duggar, got your 18 SEER heat pump with the ultraviolet home treatment system.
I cannot believe it. Thank you.
Yes! Give the gift of clean air this year. Merry Christmas from the Busy Bee family.
He shoots, and he scores!
This holiday season, the largest lantern festival in the country returns to Nashville Zoo. Experience more than 1,000 all-new, handcrafted lanterns, towering creatures, magical worlds, and a North Pole village. At the center of it all, the Smashville Ice Rink. Welcome back to Zoolumination at Nashville Zoo. Bigger, brighter, and better than ever.
At Delta Dental of Tennessee, we know our success begins and ends with providing superior quality service, and that includes serving those who need it most. This year, we're celebrating 25 years of giving back to the community we call home. Delta Dental, along with our Smile 180 Foundation, supports Tennessee's dental colleges and oral health education, children's hospitals, free and reduced cost dental clinics, and other like-minded charities. Here's to the next 25 plus years of ensuring healthy smiles.
Step into the Lionel retail store at Opry Mills, Nashville, and you'll be captivated by all the magic of the 123-year history of Lionel trains. Whether you're already a train enthusiast or just getting started, Lionel will energize your love for trains. NASCAR fan? Come check out your local Lionel station to learn all there is to know about model trains and die-cast NASCAR collectibles. Visit nashville.lionel.com or call 615-455-9399.
The Pulaski Citizen Wrap starts this week with Johnny Pruitt in that spot of honor at the top and center of the front page as our Citizen Spotlight. On A1 is the story that broke last week concerning homicide charges that have been filed in the connection with the discovery of a body on property owned by the local 12 Tribes group. And another tragic story on A1 is a woman who was struck by a vehicle and killed while walking along Bells Mill Road. This week is the Christmas tree lighting here on the square in Pulaski, and that's Thursday. And there's a lot of related festivities with that. We got a photo of the tree going up on that courthouse lawn right there on page 1. Pulaski's recently elected alderman sworn in, and on the front page, a local bridge was dedicated to the honor of Vietnam veteran Johnny Wayne Rattler. Inside, it's Around the Square Week, and General Supplies Hardware is our spotlight around the square business. The county's archives hosted the county commissioners recently, and we've got photos from that event. Trey Donovan shares his holiday playlist from the 1990s. Giles County Emergency Services shares tips on being prepared for winter weather. A kids' place received a donation from Edwards Oil. Finner is the GCHA Pet Corner Pet of the Week. Margaret Campbell shares a quick recipe if you need a quick gift for the holidays. We have a leftover from Thanksgiving section last week. First graders tell us how to catch a turkey. Giles County High School CDC students visited several places around Pulaski. TV personality Kayleen McBride, well, she visited Bridgeforth Middle School. We got pictures of all that, along with Southside Elementary and Richland Elementary naming their November Students of the Month. And as always, the Pulaski Citizen has obituary notices, court docket, property transfers, government notices, backward glances, funding games, church directory, community briefs, church briefs, and the local forecast that you'll see later here on our show from the folks at Tennessee Valley Weather. There's all of that, and now here's Wade with this week's sports.
What's up, folks? Wade Neely here, sports editor at the Pulaski Citizen. Time now for a look at what's in print and what's online at PulaskiCitizen.com for the December 4th, 2024 edition of the Pulaski Citizen Sports page. Basketball was kind to Giles County last week. Playing at home, they had a doubleheader versus Brooks out of Alabama, and the GCHS Lady Bobcats started the night off with a bang, cruising to a 58-20 victory inside of Hardin Mayfield Gymnasium. We broadcast that game on Pulaski Citizen Live, and a reminder, you can download the Mixler app, and if you missed any of the action, you can go back and listen to it by searching for PCL GCHS. The Lady Bobcats got off to a great start. Everybody played in this game, which is saying something because Giles County has not been able to empty their bench for a couple of seasons in a winning effort. They have struggled. It has been well documented they have struggled the last couple of seasons, but some of those young Lady Bobcats are now getting a little older, but they've also added some new players, including freshman Maria Holt, who led all scorers with 14 points in that win. It was a great top-to-bottom effort for GCHS, as again, the Lady Bobcats pick up a 58-20 win. That set the tone for the night. We got the drama late as Giles County had to outlast Brooks on the boys' side, 56-49. The game goes to overtime. It was a game that GCHS got off to a great start. They led 12-2 early in the first quarter. Looked like they might run away from Brooks, but the visitors from Alabama kind of kept clawing back in the game. GCHS offense kind of went stagnant a little bit in the second half, and as a result, We end up coming in down the stretch, teams trading free throws, Brooks making just enough buckets to claw back in it and force overtime. But in overtime, Giles County did outlast them as, again, they go on to win that game 56-49. It was a great game. Make sure you check out coverage of that, again, in print and online at PulaskiCitizen.com. Switching gears, the Firehawks of UT Southern, the number 4 nationally ranked. Walk with me, folks. Number 4 nationally ranked, but the number 11 seed in the national tournament. The women's soccer team did advance to the round of 16 with a 1-0 win versus the Masters out of California. That game was on November 23rd, and the Firehawks are into the round of 16 after that 1-0 win. They had to wait 89 and a half minutes, but they finally got their goal as now Katamoto breaks the deadlock with just under 30 seconds to go, and she puts the Firehawks ahead in that game, and with just 30 seconds remaining, they go on to hold off versus the Masters. That set up a game that we did not get to get in print this week, but UTS was playing Aquinas, Michigan in the round of 16 as we played that game on December 3rd. So we'll have you up to date online by the time you watch this at PulaskiCitizen.com, but we weren't able to get those results in at press time this week. So make sure you read about that there. While we're on the topic of UT Southern, how about the season for the men and women's cross country program continuing to set the bar higher and higher? They sent not 1, not 2, but 3 runners to the national championship. Last year, they had their very first ever national championship qualifier. This year, they've got 3 as Sierra Arnold, Bruno Villazon, and Emma Bazina all qualified for the national championship after great performances at the Southern States Athletic Conference meet in late November. Make sure you check out results from the national championship as well as the conference meet in print this week. We also give props to all 3 runners who were multiple-time runners of the week and obviously all conference performers in the SSAC. We even got some great words from Firehawks head coach Justin Watson. That program continues to flourish. That program continues to thrive as Coach Watson has the Firehawks, again, setting records as one of the newer sports on campus at UTS. As always, good words from our good friend Larry Woody. And if you scroll on down to the back page, flip on over to the back page. Folks, the jackpot's up to $1,300. If you pick perfect this week in Fearless Forecasters, you can win 1,300 smackers as no one went perfect last week. We had 5 qualifiers that only missed 2 games. And as a result, the jackpot climbs. Again, it's up to $1,300 if you pick perfect. You can also check out our predictions. Mark Mize still leading the charge in terms of our Fearless Forecasters. Yours truly sitting there in second place. I got a little bone to pick with our publisher, Scott Stewart. He didn't put the Michigan-Ohio State game in there last week. I would have picked the Wolverines. I think I would have probably been the only one to pick the Wolverines in that one. So make sure you check that out as we sit in second. Kerry Malone, Pulaski Citizen Editor-in-Chief, is there in third. Congrats to Dale Hargrove, who was our winner. And if you don't pick perfect, but you do win this week, you get a $50 gift card over at the First American Filling Station. That's courtesy of Tiffany Haygood with 808 Realty. All that's in print. And if you missed any of it, it's online at PulaskiCitizen.com. Make sure you check it out. That's a wrap for the December 4th edition of the Pulaski Citizen Sports page. Wade Neely saying so long for now.
He shoots and he scores!
Well, we went all out for you this year, didn't we, little girl? Yep, we got you what you wanted with all the bells and whistles.
A brand new car?
Let's go check it out. Come on. We're here.
Oh my gosh, we're going to the garage. I got a car.
Yep, let's get in here. Let me show you what's going on.
Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Duggar, got your 18-SEER heat pump with the ultraviolet home treatment system.
I cannot believe it. Thank you.
Yes! Give the gift of clean air this year. Merry Christmas from the Busy Bee family.
Step into the Lionel retail store at Opry Mills, Nashville, and you'll be captivated by all the magic of the 123-year history of Lionel trains. Whether you're already a train enthusiast or just getting started, Lionel will energize your love for trains. NASCAR fan? Come check out your local Lionel station to learn all there is to know about model trains and die-cast NASCAR collectibles. Visit nashville.lionel.com or call 615-455-9399.
This holiday season, the largest lantern festival in the country returns to Nashville Zoo. Experience more than 1,000 all-new, handcrafted lanterns, towering creatures, magical worlds, and a North Pole village. At the center of it all, the Smashville Ice Rink. Welcome back to Zoolumination at Nashville Zoo. Bigger, brighter, and better than ever.
At Delta Dental of Tennessee, we know our success begins and ends with providing superior quality service, and that includes serving those who need it most. This year, we're celebrating 25 years of giving back to the community we call home. Delta Dental, along with our Smile 180 Foundation, supports Tennessee's dental colleges and oral health education, children's hospitals, free and reduced cost dental clinics, and other like-minded charities. Here's to the next 25 plus years of ensuring healthy smiles.
Piggly Wiggly, located in Neely's Mill Shopping Center, is Columbia's locally owned and operated Cost Plus 10 grocery store dedicated to serving the community with low prices and smiling faces. Piggly Wiggly offers fresh, hand-cut meats daily as well as daily hot plate lunches from their deli counter. You're certain to see smiling faces and a helping hand when you're here at Piggly Wiggly. Come by and check out our fresh produce, high-quality meats, and more. Down home, down the street, we'll see you at the Pig.
The Lawrence County Advocate this week is packed with news and sports, so much that we couldn't even get it all in. Got a lot left over that we'll use next week. We start the wrap this week with the lineup schedule for the Lawrence County Christmas Parade, which is coming up Saturday. We've got a couple of articles from Carrie Staggs on local causes that come to the forefront during the holidays. They are the Crossroads store that we all know about, as well as a Cora Christmas. Don't miss those on the front page. Also on the front, the 22nd Judicial District Attorney Brent Cooper's office has set the date for their annual Night to Honor Homicide Victims. It's a wonderful night, and make sure you check that out on the front. And finally on the front, Maury Regional Health officially broke ground on their Lawrence County Health Park. Inside, I got to attend and write about my friend Jeff Harwell's store, The Outlook, moving to the Lawrenceburg Square, and how that ties together to great clothing store traditions between Pulaski and Lawrenceburg. Great story. The whole story is a great story, and we got a photo there of the ribbon cutting. More donations are needed for Santa for seniors, and more donations are also needed for Caring for Critters. It's the first week of the month, which means our friend Coldwell Banker Realtor Ann Morrow's ad is there on page A3 with all the details on a featured listing, plus Ann's holiday greetings to all of us. If you'd like to help shelter animals, stop by the Angel Tree at the UT Extension office. Chris Jackson got to attend the turkey pardoning ceremony at the White House. We got a photo of Chris. LSAP has set its blessing bag giveaway for December 17th. A Kids Place, as I said in the Pulaski Citizen Wrap, the Kids Place has received a donation from Edwards Oil recently. And as always, Lawrence County Advocate has local obituaries, local community announcements, government notices, auctions, and estate sales. We've got puzzles, the forecast from Tennessee Valley Weather, and the local church directory. And we've got a packed sports section this week too, by the way. This week includes all of our high school season basketball season previews. All 6 of our high school basketball teams, we have previews along with team pictures of each. And also inside there are some game recaps and game write-ups from some of their early season games. Well, that's it for the Lawrence County Advocate this week. Make sure to get your copy today, and we'll be right back right after this.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather on Main Street.
Happy Wednesday. I'm Kelly Rawson here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. We are chilly to start, temperatures in the 20s for southern middle Tennessee, but we do have a wind out of the south that's going to warm us up at least a little bit warmer compared to yesterday. We will be in the low to maybe even mid 50s for today. We'll see cloud cover increase throughout the rest of the afternoon, but we should stay dry until maybe about the 6 o'clock hour. However, most of the rain will stay right at or below the state line, as you see here on Futurecast, but we do still have that shower chance for Wednesday for today between 6 p.m. and 10 p.m. But then we should be dry for the rest of the overnight. Temperatures getting down into the 20s once again, but Thursday is looking dry. Again, tonight would be the just shower chance that we have for the next few days. Temperatures in the lower 40s both Thursday and Friday, but again, we are dry Thursday and Friday. But then for the weekend, rain chances do return with just some small chances of some showers here and there Saturday and Sunday. But then heading into Monday, we do have the chance for showers and storms as temperatures get back into the lower 60s.
Well, that's it for this week's Morning on Main Street, Southern Middle Tennessee. Make sure you get a copy of your local newspaper online or traditional newspaper so you don't miss a minute of all the local coverage we've got lined up for you. For more information on subscribing to any of our local newspapers, visit mainstreetmediatn.com. Again, thank you for trusting us as your source for local news, events, and sports. And good Lord willing, we're going to be right back here next week with Mornings on Main Street, Southern Middle Tennessee.
Piggly Wiggly, located in Neely's Mill Shopping Center, is Columbia's locally owned and operated Cost Plus 10 grocery store dedicated to serving the community with low prices and smiling faces. Piggly Wiggly offers fresh, hand-cut meats daily as well as daily hot plate lunches from their deli counter. You're certain to see smiling faces and a helping hand when you're here at Piggly Wiggly. Come by and check out our fresh produce, high-quality meats, and more. Down home, down the street, we'll see you at the Pig.
Well, we went all out for you this year, didn't we, little girl? Yep, we got you what you wanted with all the bells and whistles.
A brand new car?
Let's go check it out. Come on. We're here.
Oh my gosh, we're going to the garage. I got a car.
Yep, let's get in here. Let me show you what's going on.
Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Duggar, got your 18 SEER heat pump with the ultraviolet home treatment system.
I cannot believe it. Thank you.
Yes! Give the gift of clean air this year. Merry Christmas from the Busy Bee family.
He shoots, and he scores!
This holiday season, the largest lantern festival in the country returns to Nashville Zoo. Experience more than 1,000 all-new, handcrafted lanterns, towering creatures, magical worlds, and a North Pole village. At the center of it all, the Smashville Ice Rink. Welcome back to Zoolumination at Nashville Zoo. Bigger, brighter, and better than ever.
At Delta Dental of Tennessee, we know our success begins and ends with providing superior quality service, and that includes serving those who need it most. This year, we're celebrating 25 years of giving back to the community we call home. Delta Dental, along with our Smile 180 Foundation, supports Tennessee's dental colleges and oral health education, children's hospitals, free and reduced cost dental clinics, and other like-minded charities. Here's to the next 25 plus years of ensuring healthy smiles.
Step into the Lionel retail store at Opry Mills, Nashville, and you'll be captivated by all the magic of the 123-year history of Lionel trains. Whether you're already a train enthusiast or just getting started, Lionel will energize your love for trains. NASCAR fan? Come check out your local Lionel station to learn all there is to know about model trains and die-cast NASCAR collectibles. Visit nashville.lionel.com or call 615-455